Pastor Short T.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Drop that.
Yo, what is going on, family? It's your man, Pastor Short T, and I am back with another episode of Break the Huddle podcast. And for those of you who are new and checking us out, this is the podcast for the Christian student athletes to be empowered and encouraged through testimony. So let's go ahead and get into this thing. And remember, we're unashamed, we're breaking chains, and all of that is in Jesus' name. So here we go. Now we're going to go with our quote of the week. And I just like this quote right here. A wonderful gift may not be wrapped as you expected, but the gift is of value. Let me say that again. A wonderful gift may not be wrapped as you expected, but the gift is of value. Now, I like this new segment we got called the highlight reel. So, the highlighted reel is a place where we just bring people back and we show what God has done in their life. You know, it's our praise report. So our highlight reel is Jay Vincent. Put that up on the screen. Jay Vincent, he works with students. He works with our student athletes, but he has been elevated. Now he is an instructor of sports management at University of West Georgia. He's an author. He's health and wellness. He's all those things, but he has been elevated. So we want to show some love to our guy, Jay Vincent. Big ups to you. You made the highlight reel. Now we're going to get into our scripture of the week. And it goes like this. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 5. Get wisdom, develop good judgment. Don't forget my words or turn away from them. Let me hit you with that one more time. Get wisdom, develop judgment, don't forget my words, or turn away from them. And that leads us into our subject. It is beyond coaching. So my guest, love this brother right here. He's the athletic director and head football coach of Banks Academy here in the Birmingham area. Also, he played football at Jacksonville State. So he got the background to go with it. But most of all, he loves Jesus and he loves our students. So I need y'all to show some love for Coach Jermaine Watson. Welcome.
Hey man, thanks. Glad to be on. Thank y'all for having us on today.
Man, we are excited that you are here because schedule's been clashing.
Yeah, it have been for a while.
Yeah.
I'm glad we were able to get something worked out.
Yeah, we finally got it worked out. So, man, what we want to get out of the way, I want you to give shout outs so mama and them won't be mad at me. So, people won't be mad at me. And they'll say, hey, that little light-skinned dude, he didn't say nothing about us.
Yeah.
So I want you to give shout outs to your folks, say names, so nobody is calling me.
Yeah, man, I got a huge family, so I know a lot of them watching. So I just want to give a shout out to all of my family, to all my loved ones, to Banks Academy, to my faculty, to the staff there, to my admin, to our board. Thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to lead those young kids at Banks Academy, man.
Man, all day long.
Yes,
and I can actually say, hold up, let me go on and get to it. For you people that come up here and y'all got to do it right and bless the man of God. He done brought me some gear for those that could see. Praise the Lord. He brought me some gear. He might be recruiting me to coach. I don't know. But
yes, sir.
so, and I done told him, I gave him a window. He gave me some gear, so I'll be rocking that. And we're working out some other things. And he gave me a sweatshirt too. Oh, nice hoodie. So I'm going to leave that right there. But we're going to go on and get into this thing. Coach, just like the 2-minute drill, I like to do this thing called rapid fire. So I'm going to toss some things out to you, man, and we just going to go with it.
Sound good to me.
Let's go. Are you a DC or a Marvel guy?
DC, man.
Oh, see you. Oh man, we all right though. Okay. So, favorite character of the DC?
Oh man, you threw me off guard then with that one now.
See, that's rapid fire.
Yeah, my pass on that one.
Okay. 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 Favorite home cooked meal since you from down south Alabama.
Oh man, hot water cornbread, some collard greens, some pork chops smothered, man, with gravy, or either some chicken smothered with gravy with a little candy yam.
Yeah. See. I know you. Yeah, you got that preacher in you because you said chicken.
Yeah, chicken, man. Gotta have that chicken. Gotta have that bird, man.
That's it. Favorite fast food.
Oh man, favorite fast food. Oh man, I probably say a wing spot.
Oh, it's plenty of them.
Yeah, there's plenty of them, man. Lately I've been hitting Wingstop up a lot.
Got you. Hey, you over there hanging with Rick Ross.
Yeah, man. Old Rick, man. We know the bearded guy.
Yeah. Okay. Favorite sport besides football?
Favorite sport besides football, man. I would say baseball, man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I played baseball. A lot of people don't know I played baseball. I thought I was pretty good in it, or at least people say I was. Yeah, man, be baseball for me.
Okay. Man, my son playing, so me and you, we going to be good. All right. A coach you like to sit down for 1 hour with, if you could.
Oh, man, Nick Saban.
Of course.
Nick Saban.
Yeah. Just pick his brain, period.
Period, man. Just to be around him, man. If I had an hour, that's what I really spend it with.
Man, awesome, man, because sometimes you just want to be in the room with folk like that.
Yeah, and then you look at his body of work.
Yes.
So you know he got some structure and discipline about him.
Yes, most definitely. Okay, we're going to go on and jump right into this thing. Okay, let's talk about where you went to high school at.
Here at Crest Evergreen, Alabama, Conecuh County.
Yeah.
Down at the home of Conecuh Sausage.
What?
Yeah, I went there, man. Played ball there, was all state there, man. Played for a guy by the name of Archon Hudson, man.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now you from down south.
Yeah.
All right. When you went to college ball, what made you go to Jacksonville State?
Man, Coach Jack Crow came to my grandmother's house one day, and I'm sitting in front of it. And he said, "Look, Miss Stan," he said, "I can't promise you that Jermaine gonna make it to the NFL. He said, I can't promise you that." He said, "But what I will promise you is this: if you're allowed to come to Jacksonville State and play," he said, "when I bring him back to you, he'll come back a man." And so that was it for me. It wasn't no more decision making. The decision was made after that one there.
You didn't even have no choice.
No, I had no choice then. You know what I'm saying? Because mama couldn't pay for no school. So you got to go where you can go.
Yeah.
And that was the end of that one, man. But it was the best decision for me.
Awesome. So you go to Jack State. What position did you play?
DB.
DB. Okay. So you played DB. Now there, I know you had to develop. So how was your process going from year to year?
It's just work, man. It's work. And I tell kids all the time. A lot of times, you're good in high school, right? Mm-hmm. And so you get to college, man, and you find out you're not a big fish in a little pond anymore. Mm-hmm. That pond got a little bigger. Mm-hmm. And so if you got to adapt to work. Yeah. That's the biggest part, the work, man. And so when I got there, was an adjustment for me. There was several days I wanted to quit.
Yeah.
Just be transparent. And a lot of athletes probably went through that moment, man. But you got to have something to fall back on. Yeah. And I fell back on faith. Okay. Not quitting and keep pressing, man. Yeah. So it kind of helped me get through.
Wow. So, because I had plenty of guys that played. I had friends play at Jack State. Mm-hmm. And a lot of them said the same thing, felt like quitting, didn't feel like going back the next day, all that. And Coach Crow, he was one of them guys that a lot of people, they looked up to.
Yeah, great guy, man.
Yes.
He was a great guy. Now, he was hard-nosed on you, mm-hmm. but he was a good man, man. He was a great man, man.
And that's what we want in coaching. We want development.
That's it, correct.
Okay, so you go through your 3 years, then you come into your senior year. Mm-hmm. How was your senior year looking? I know what he told you. I can't guarantee the NFL.
Well, I had grew, man. So, and you had to be honest with yourself and know where you're at. And so, I knew, that the NFL would be a rough shot for me. I knew that. So, you at that point, you had to focus on make sure you don't leave unless you got your degree. Yeah. And so it becomes, like we always talk about then, the whole reason kids should go to school is to get the degree. Yes. Football is just a tool that help you get there. And football may be something that helps you get out of the bed some mornings when you don't want to get out in school. or when you're thinking about those days of saying, man, I'm homesick, I'm so far away from home, I want to turn around and go home, but because of your love for what you're doing, it holds you there. So you have to understand that too. So you got to make sure that, hey, education is in the front of this thing.
Yeah.
So I can't leave here without this.
Whoo. Okay. So you get your degree.
Yeah, you get that.
All right. Now, were you looking at, I want to be a coach?
No, never thought about coaching, man.
How did you get to that?
I'm gonna give it to you. In high school, I had a defense coordinator named David Godwin, and he used to always tell me all the time. He said, "Watson, man, you might not always be in the right place, but you know where you're supposed to be at." He said, "Like, you're gonna be a coach one day." So never thought about it. I always wanted to be my own business, man. That was just my dream. And so after I left JSU, I moved to Birmingham, and ended up one day, and I met a guy by the name of Brandon Williams, and we was working at a little job together. And he said, "Man, I work at Shades Valley." He said, and we looking for some coaches. He was like, "Man, I know you know the game. Come out." So I went and met a guy named Curtis Coleman. Not knowing at the time that he was originally born and raised in Atmore, Alabama. So he knew a lot of my family. And so, you know, we started talking, and when he knew I was from Connecticut County, he knew a couple of my great uncles, stuff like that. That was the end of it, man. And I went one day and fell in love, man, and been doing it for the last almost 20 years, man.
Wow.
But it was not my path. It was God's path, man.
Okay. Just hearing that, now you get into the coaching aspect of it. By getting in the coaching aspect, you fell in love with it. When did you see the impact that you were making as an assistant coach?
Correct.
Yeah. What was that light that came on saying this is it?
Man, it was my third year at Shades Valley, and I started having film sessions with kids. And I knew I was making an impact when kids that didn't play my position wanted to start just being in that room. And so I knew then, I was like, man, I'm impacting kids. Because sometimes, you know, when people are impactful to you, and sometimes it's just about being in their presence.
Yes.
And so when kids was just coming there just to be in their presence, I knew that I said, okay, you know, like I'm making an impact.
Wow. So in ministry, we call that the anointing. Hey, you hear how my voice changed? The anointing. So they were drawn to you. And what I always tell people with coaching kids, and shout out to GP, he on here, Coach GP, he on here. When I coached against them, one of the things that I will always do is make sure that players understood me.
Gotcha.
You know, at 5 and 6, it ain't no different if they're 17, 18, 20, 21, 31. It don't matter, because you have to make sure they understand everything about it. And that's the same way the gospel is. Correct. The gospel, people make it all deep. They go Greek, Hebrew, but what basically does it say?
What the book say?
Yeah, what does the book say? I understand you done been to theology school, you done got all your degrees and PhDs, but can this little kid understand that?
Understand that. Can you break it down where he can get it?
That's it. And so I believe in that concept, that's what they saw. They saw you were helping them to understand and tying that thing in, man.
Yeah. I was trying my best too, man. I think that you know, patience also. I mean, you gotta have patience to deal with kids.
Yes.
You know, I think a lot of times we forget as adults that a child mind is not fully developed until the age of 25, 26. And so a lot of times we know we lose patience in it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And so I think the coaches that reach kids deeply are the ones who have the patience with the kid through the mistakes.
Yes.
Because they're gonna make mistakes. And so I think that's what has helped me along the way. Not forgetting what it was like to be 16.
Yeah.
Not forgetting what it was like to be 17.
Yes, yes. Okay, man, you there, because I see it. So you at Shades Valley, but of course in coaching you move.
You move, man.
You move. So you end up moving, but I remember you when you were at Centerpoint.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
I was at Centerpoint, worked with George Bates, man.
Yes.
I was his defense coordinator.
Yes. So now coaches move around so much, I don't know who where no more. I have to just look at the lineup when they say coaches on the move. I had to check all that out. So here you are, you're making an impact, because you're making an impact wherever you go. How did the opportunity of Banks Academy come to you?
Man, while I was at Centerpoint with George, I was telling, me and him was in his office when they was talking, and I was just telling him, I said, man, my son always been in private school. I said, I got to find a private school, for him to get in or whatever. And so his mom, she hit me one day. She said, hey, there's a school that one of her coworkers' son was going to. And she said, it's called Banks Academy. I said, well, I never heard of Banks Academy. I knew about the old banks, the original banks,
yes,
but I had never heard about Banks Academy. And so I started doing research on it. And a guy I'm real good friends with, named Stuart Morrison. He was still working at Oak Mountain because I was at Oak Mountain for a while as well.
Okay.
And the guy that was the head coach at Banks at the time, he had just left Oak Mountain, a guy by the name of Riley White. And so I was asking Stuart about it, and he was like, man, Riley is a good guy, man. Just go check it out. I went and checked it out, man, and had no plans on going to coach. It was just about me trying to get my son into school. So we went there. My son, when we walked in, and they treated us like family. Me and Ma, they treated us like family. And so my son was just like, Dad, this is where I want to go. And so that was it, man. And I left. When I left Centerpoint, I left there. I was going there just to be a position coach. I was stepping away from being a D coordinator and taking a lower role just to be able to coach my son and be around him. And so after about 4 months there, the head coach come to me and he said, hey, man, he said, would you mind running the defense? He said, man, you got too much knowledge for an upstarting program for you just to be an assistant coach. So would you be the DC? So I was the DC and I was there for 6 months, just being a DC, happy, content, I'm fine. He comes to me one day, the head coach comes to me one day, he said, hey, man, I'm finna leave, I'm taking a job in Texas.
Wow.
And he said, I've told the board that if the program is gonna get to the level that it need to get to, then you're the guy that need to lead it.
Wow.
And so, man, I went through the interview process, and I never forget, I was going to Georgia to a Glazer clinic, and the board president called me. And he said, I was just calling to let you know, man, that we've chosen you to be our guy. He said, we know you're going to Georgia right now, but when you come back, we'll tie up all the paperwork for you. And I'll make sure that, everything is in order.
There's a cliche that a lot of people say in church, and they say favor ain't fair.
Favor ain't fair, but somebody got to have it.
Somebody got to have it. And that's favor just for you, first of all, humbling yourself enough to say, I'll go be a position coach when you know that you should be a coordinator. That right there is big in itself, because that's the biggest thing I think we lose in coaching. We get caught up in pride, just like anything else. We get caught up in it and we say, this is what I run. This is how I do it. This is what works. And we miss it.
Yep, correct.
We miss it. So Coach, here we are now. Because I used to see the flyers up all the time with Banks Academy. I'm like, where in the world is it even at?
Yeah, man.
And I didn't even have a clue.
Yeah.
And then when GP hollered at me, he said, hey, I want you to come up here and speak to the kids, man. I said, just put me down. I'll make it happen. And I'm, he was like, can you come today? I'm like, come today?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. But I was on my way from Atlanta, and I said,
remember that.
yeah, and I said, I got you.
I remember that. We were doing Bibles and burgers.
Yes, Bibles and burgers.
Man.
And they even offered me a burger. So you guys are tying in the faith as well.
Correct.
You're tying that in. You're doing Bible study. You're training them up. How are you intertwining the gospel with coaching?
Oh, man, there's not a day go by, any of my coaches and the kids can tell you, there's not a day go by that those kids don't leave without a devotion. It always carved that I make the time for. And I always got a little running joke I tell the kids. I say, man, I'm not your preacher, right? Because I give you this every single day, and I never send a collection plate around. So I give you this here every single day. I give you this gospel. And so we do it that way, man. We just alluded to the Bibles and burgers. And then also I use local preachers in the community, and we'll bring them by. We didn't do it as much this year as we did last year, but because I did majority of the talking this year. But last year and the years past, I would always on Friday get a local pastor to come and speak and do devotion for us prior to our pregame meal.
Yeah.
So we just find different ways. And then also at our school, we do what we call shalom, man. And we do it every morning. So the kids, they getting it throughout the day, man. But for us about football, I put it in front of them every day, man. Every single day. And if I'm not there because I got to be off for something or leave practice early because I'm in a meeting, one of my other coaches, they get that devotion and they get it to them kids, man. Because we are, a lot of times, the only church that some of these kids get.
Yes.
You know, it ain't like when we grew up a lot of time where
Everybody on the corner.
Everybody on the corner where the van would come get you,
Yes.
get on the van and go. And a lot of vans running no more. You know, and so a lot of these kids don't go.
Yes.
And so we have to make sure, being a faith-based school, I have to make sure that it's part of my mission to make sure that I'm putting God in front of these kids, to give them the foundation to fall back on years from now.
Yes. Beyond coaching.
Beyond coaching.
Yeah,
man.
this is
Has to
beyond
be.
coaching.
Has to be.
Yes. So now let's talk about your track record, because now I know what you're saying. Banks Academy, private school, not the biggest private school,
Now we 3A. Yep.
but you're putting them in college to play ball. That they're getting the opportunity to get an education to play by playing ball. You said something to me, and I just want to go here.
All right.
In your contract, it does not have get little Jimmy recruited.
Don't say it.
It doesn't say get little Susie a scholarship in cheerleading. It doesn't say none of those things, but you go above and beyond. Let's talk about that, what you're doing beyond your time and your family time.
Yeah, it does, man. And I think that I want to say that again. You know, it's nowhere in any coach in this country contract that says that, because the truth of the matter is this: we're high school coaches. We don't have a scholarship to give nobody kid. That's up to that college coach to do. Our job as coaches is try to get the kid prepared and put that kid in a place and give them an opportunity to earn them a scholarship along with the academics. And so I think that's what gets lost in a lot of it. The grades has to be right also, not just what the kid does on the field. It's what he do off that field or what she do off the court or off the volleyball court. That has to be right as well. And so that's what we try to do there. We try to first make sure that these kids are academically sound through tutoring if they're struggling, to make sure that they're eligible, man, to be able to take advantage of the opportunity when it's available. And then like during the summer, you know, me and my coaches, we load them up in the vans, man, and 3 of them, about 2 to 3 of them, we try to pay for. Me and the coaches, and then we'll tell the kids, now these other ones you want to go to, you and your folks got to take care of that one. We'll get you there, but your folks got to pay for it.
Yeah.
You know, because what they I think what a lot of people miss is going to these camps aren't free. You have to pay when you get there as well. And so some of that has to be shifted back to the parents. And so we've been blessed, and I've had great parents at Banks Academy that don't mind helping invest in their kids, man.
Awesome. I think a lot of people see what some of the other athletes get when they get invited to the camps because they're 4-star, 5-star, but they don't have to be 4 and 5-star.
No, not at all, man. I tell kids now, and I tell my kids in this program, same thing I told my son. He play at Miles College now, and I tell him all the time, at the end of the day, man, what you want to do, if you say you love this game, right, you just want to play it a little longer and get that degree.
Yeah.
Where you play at, son, should not matter. It shouldn't matter. If you good there, not with the transfer board, if you good there, if you go work,
Yes.
and do hard, then somebody will call for you if they want you.
Yes.
If not, man, be where your feet are. You know?
Yeah.
And be good there. Be good where you are, man.
I read a statistic about, because let's go on and hit NIL. Let's go on and talk about that.
Yeah.
Arch Manning is getting $6.8 million. And then the highest female is 1.5, which is Flage at LSU.
Correct, LSU.
Yeah. That's that gap there. Then we got in basketball, AJ over at BYU.
BYU.
So people think that everybody's getting that.
No.
And somebody asked me about my son getting NIL, and he's at a D2. I said, anything above that scholarship, whether they give it to the chicken shack down the street, I'm good. Whether anything above the scholarship, I'm good. I'm good. And I want you to hit this, Coach, because many people see that part of it, but they're not getting the reality of it. So how do you get that message across to the parents saying, hey, over here where he going, he might just get a full ride. Let's be good with that.
Yeah, man. I tell my parents all the time, and it's a true story, they can tell you. I ask the parent right now, like, okay, look, if your son was graduating right now and it cost $60,000 to go to school, could you stroke that check right now? If you can't stroke that check right now, that kid need to go over there. You don't need to worry about NIL because you ain't got $60,000 to pay for the school. So don't put yourself through that. Don't put him through that. Let him go where the school is paid for. Because at the end of the day, we're talking about a degree now. Something that right now you say you can't pay for. So let the kid go. And at the end of the day, can he come back a man? Because because the truth of the matter is, a lot of times what we get lost is, and I always ask my boys this. I ask them this. I say football at tops for you may play, even if you're great enough to get to the NFL, may only be a 15-year window, man. If you plan to be 65 and 70, you still got 40 some more years of life to live. What do you do when it's done? You see what I'm saying? And so you got to have something behind you. So go get that degree, man. Get your paperwork. And because we are going to have to hang them shoes up one day. And so that's what I tell my parents. If you can't stroke that $6,000 check, let that kid go get that degree. Let him go get something that today you can't pay for.
I heard Coach Sam Shade say the same thing. Yeah. Basically the same thing. If you can't pay for it, let him stay where he got the full ride.
Let him stay there, man.
Okay, you just recently spoke at a big event. Let's talk about quickly what you spoke on and how it blessed the people.
Yeah, I was blessed to speak at the 100th anniversary of the Ashford Clinic for PE coaches and athletic directors and everybody. And my topic was beyond coaching. It's more than coaching, it's mentoring. And so, man, I just was telling the people that I think what we lose, what get lost is you can't mentor between the hours of 7:30 and 3:30 or 8 and 4. Mentoring is those after hours, the hours when the parking lot then got empty. And so I challenge the people because we all got some kids in education that gets near to us. So I challenge my audience that I say, look, for the next month, whatever little child that grabs you, spend 1 extra hour a week with that kid. But don't talk about the particular sport. Just ask that kid how they doing. Ask them, do they love Christ? Ask them how they gave their life to Christ. You ask them those questions. Tap into the kid. Tap into that kid. All right, because at the end of the day, we don't know what type of lifestyle that kid left when he left home. Some of us as educators and coaches and pastors and preachers, we're the only light that a lot of these kids see.
Yes.
And so is your light bright? All right, or do you get aggravated some days and want to cut the light off? Wow. So spend that extra hour with that kid and tap in so that the only bright light that kid see, it stays on. Kind of like Motel 6. And that's what I tell my coaches all the time. Hey, man, for these kids, we got to be like Motel 6. We got to leave the light on.
Got to leave the light on.
Got to leave that light on, man.
Whoo, you done killed it right there. Whoo, that's fine. We're not gonna pass the collection plate on that one. That one was for free. Yeah. But Coach, one last thing. Why would people want to come to Banks Academy? Give them a reason. Man, I'm gonna get simple. If you got a young boy, you got a young girl. We're living in a time now, man, where the Bible declared that what you put in a kid, they may go astray, but they'll come back. Yes. They'll come back to this thing. And so at Banks Academy, man, you're going to get a safe environment. And you're going to get a place where we take a holistic approach to the whole kid, to the whole child. And so if you want that little girl to grow up and be a woman, if you want that boy to grow up and be a young man, come to a place where we embrace the village. When I grew up, they always said it takes a village to raise a kid. Yes. And that's what Banks Academy is, a village. We love on each other and we love on kids, and we try to do it in a godly manner and love people with an agape type love, man. Man, what's the website that they can go to and check it out and look into it? www.banksacademy.org, man. Simple enough. Whoo, that's my coach right there. I got a bunch of them around here, but he one of my dudes. And check him out. You can find him, Jermaine Watson, on his social media. Check him out. He's good folk. He good people. Jacob, go on and put the giving tools up there. For those that love what we're doing here, you could donate at bgtvstudios.com. Also on Venmo, BGTV-Studios. And also on Cash App, $ BGTV Studios. Whoo, this has been straight fire. It's nothing on there. And man, you've been checking out the Break the Huddle podcast with Pastor Short T, and that's Coach Jermaine Watson over there. And remember, we are unashamed. We breaking chains, and all of that is in Jesus' name. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll see y'all next time. I see you, Ray. He's out in California. Metal Rush, thank you for tuning in. Miss Travestine, as always, we love you, and we are out of here.